Imagine this. You wake up every day, and the first thought on your mind is about what you don't have yet. More success, more recognition, more time. The world around you tells you that the answer to life's struggles is always more work, more achievement, more possessions, more validation. But what if more isn't the answer? Welcome to the philosophy of enough, where we explore a radical concept, one that challenges the entire premise of more. Today, we'll dive into how the pursuit of endless accumulation can actually rob you of the very thing you're searching for: fulfillment. It's a concept rooted deeply in the works of existentialists, Stoics, and modern thinkers who challenge the belief that more is always better. So, let's stop, breathe, and ask ourselves, what does it mean to have enough? We live in an age where more is not just encouraged, it's expected. The more you work, the more you're praised. The more you own, the more you're perceived as successful. And yet, this drive for more can be exhausting, leaving us perpetually feeling like we're missing something. But here's the catch: the pursuit of more, according to the philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre, is never-ending. It's a constant chase. If you're always chasing something, you never really arrive. Sartre called this bad faith, the act of lying to ourselves about what we really want because we're too afraid to confront the uncomfortable truth. We may already have enough. So, why do we keep chasing this elusive more? It's because we've been conditioned to believe that it's the only path to happiness. Our culture rewards accumulation. We're told to hustle, to grind, to always aim for the next step, the next promotion, the next possession. It's as if there's a finish line, and all we need to do is keep running. But the truth is, there's no finish line. The more you get, the more you feel you need. Philosopher Alain de Botton calls this the paradox of abundance. When we accumulate more things, we often end up feeling more empty, more disconnected, and more anxious. This is the paradox of modern life. The more we get, the more we feel like we don't have enough. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, offer a powerful antidote to this never-ending pursuit. Their message was simple but profound. True happiness doesn't come from having more, but from accepting what you already have and mastering the art of contentment. Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This, in essence, is the Stoic philosophy of enough. It's about recognizing that your happiness doesn't lie in the external world, in what you have, or in what you achieve. It lies in your ability to control your mind and accept the present moment. Let's take a moment to consider this. In a world obsessed with perpetual growth, how many of us have ever really considered the possibility that what we need is not more, but less? The economist and philosopher Tim Jackson argues in his book Prosperity Without Growth that endless economic growth isn't sustainable and doesn't lead to greater happiness. We've been sold the idea that more stuff equals more happiness, but Jackson contends that true prosperity comes from finding satisfaction with what we have and not constantly reaching for something new. It's a radical idea. Imagine living in a world where enough truly meant enough, where we focused on quality, relationships, and meaningful experiences instead of endlessly accumulating things or status. But what does it mean to have enough? How do we know when we've reached that point? For the philosopher Epicurus, the key to happiness was simple: pleasure. But not the kind of pleasure that comes from material wealth or status, but the simple pleasures of life. A good meal, a meaningful conversation, a walk in nature. He believed that by satisfying our basic needs, we could achieve a life of peace and contentment, a life of enough. Today, we might say that having enough is about living with intention. It's about recognizing the abundance in your life, not in material goods, but in your experiences, your relationships, and your inner peace. When you stop chasing external validation and focus on what truly matters, you begin to realize that you don't need more. You need to savor what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful tool in the philosophy of enough. Research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly experience higher levels of happiness, lower stress, and greater life satisfaction. This doesn't mean ignoring your desires or ambitions, but rather recognizing that you are already blessed with so much. When you stop and appreciate what's in front of you, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. The philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said, "Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become." This captures the essence of why the pursuit of more can never truly satisfy us. It's a constant, endless cycle of thirst. But when we recognize what we already have, we begin to realize that the thirst was never necessary. Friedrich Nietzsche, while often associated with the idea of the will to power, also offers a perspective on enough. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, the Overman, or Superman, isn't about striving for more at any cost. It's about self-mastery, self-creation, and living authentically. The Übermensch doesn't conform to societal pressures or the endless pursuit of external success. Instead, they create their own meaning, independent of the need for validation or excess. In this way, Nietzsche offers a unique twist on the philosophy of enough. True power, true freedom, comes when you stop trying to fill the void with more. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't determined by what you acquire or what others think of you. It's about creating a life that is authentic to you, one that isn't swayed by external forces but driven by an inner sense of purpose. So, what does it mean to have enough? It means stepping off the treadmill of perpetual desire and recognizing that your worth isn't tied to what you own or achieve. It means finding contentment in the present moment, appreciating the simple pleasures that already surround you, and cultivating a sense of gratitude. It means understanding that enough is not a destination, but a way of living, a way of being at peace with what you have, and living a life driven by intention rather than endless accumulation. In a world that constantly tells you to do more, be more, and have more, the greatest act of rebellion may be to embrace the power of enough. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration of the philosophy of enough, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.